Hey there, everybody. Welcome inside Studio 34. This is the NBA Weekly 6 alongside Maria Marino. I am Gregg Sussman. Maria, not a bad week for me last week, besides the whole being sick thing. But now we're back again to do even better. I didn't win $1 million, but hopefully we can make that happen this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you don't win $1 million, it is still pretty fun to see when you do end up being right. Might not be 6 for 6, but here and there getting some of those picks right, it feels pretty good.
It does feel pretty good. And I'm excited that I'm going to start off the week obviously getting one right. So Utah Jazz are hosting the Denver Nuggets. You can watch it on Wednesday evening at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Utah and Denver, two good teams in the Western Conference. What do you think, Maria?
Yeah, two good teams. The Jazz have been playing very, very well. They're on a 6-game win streak. However, I have to maybe bring them back down to earth just a little bit. I think they're going to continue to play well, but a lot of their wins have come against weaker opponents, and I do think the Nuggets are a bit higher up on the totem pole in terms of toughness. And the Nuggets, I believe, will actually beat the Jazz at home. I am taking the Nuggets by 5 points, Greg.
Like you said, the Jazz have actually been really hot. 6 games in a row they have won, and that's despite the fact that Donovan Mitchell is the only point guard on the team, and he's not even a point guard. Ricky Rubio should be back soon, and, of course, recording this before their MLK Day game. But hopefully the Jazz will continue to roll once they get healthier. Now, facing Denver, it's a lot different, as you mentioned, Maria, than some of the other teams they face. Denver's the class of the Western Conference, the class of the NBA. I think it's a tough matchup for Utah, and I think they fall here. I think Denver beats Utah by 3, a little bit less than your 5. Up next, you can catch this game on Thursday night, TNT, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Washington Wizards hosting the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant's return to D.C. What do you think?
I think Kevin Durant's return to D.C. means pretty much nothing. And
not for the people in D.C., it doesn't.
I know. It's just like when he comes to New York and every other city.
Correct.
But I think the Warriors have really found their rhythm now. You add Boogie Cousins in there as another weapon, and they're even more lethal. Frankly, the Warriors should be embarrassed if they fall to the Wizards. So I think the Warriors win this game handily. I'm taking them by 12 points. I just don't think the Wizards have enough firepower to keep up.
Boogie Cousins back in the lineup, and 6 fouls in his first game in like 15 minutes. It was perfect. It was great to see Boogie back. 5 All-Stars on the court for Golden State. It's going to make every game they play the rest of the way extremely, extremely. I don't even know the last.
It'll be
word.
exciting. I know that.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Invigorating.
Right.
Tough for the opponent. All those words end after the extremely. The Wizards, not an extremely tough matchup. I like Golden State to win. I like them to win just right where you are, actually. You said 12. I'll go 13. Give me Golden State over Washington. Next game up, Minnesota Timberwolves visiting L.A. It's the second game of the TNT doubleheader Thursday night. What do you think, Maria?
This is interesting. As we know, the Lakers have been super banged up. I'm not expecting LeBron James to be available once again. We know Lonzo Ball is injured as well. The Timberwolves, I mean, they haven't been playing great either. I do think they have a bit of renewed energy with a new head coach or interim head coach, if you will. So I think this is going to be a tight game, and it could go either way, but I feel like the Timberwolves need a win, and I actually think that they can take advantage of the Lakers being a little bit vulnerable. I'll take the T-Wolves by just 3 points.
It's going to be a close game as well. LeBron, his health, the big question mark coming into this one. Team has already lost Lonzo Ball. I think this one is going to be very, very close as well here, Maria. But for me, I think the Lakers are going to win and hold home serve at Staples Center on Thursday night. If LeBron plays, it'll make things a lot easier for me.
Right.
But I think even still, we saw the Suns give the Timberwolves a tough matchup over the weekend. I think the Lakers not only give them a tough matchup, I think they win. Give me the Lakers by 3 at home. Up next, Houston Rockets, Toronto Raptors on Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on ESPN. Really good game between two very, very good teams. Will Harden score over 40 again? And more importantly, will the Rockets walk away as victors?
That's the question. And at first, I was actually leaning the Rockets on this one. This is really a tough call. But ultimately, I'm going to go with the Raptors here. I just think they've been playing much more consistently than the Rockets have. And James Harden, to his credit, obviously been just absolutely superhuman and super impressive, but I think you've started to see slowly the effects of what he's been doing, the load that he's been carrying. And I just don't think it's been sustainable. They've dropped a few games recently to opponents that they frankly should beat. So I just think the Raptors, given that Kawhi Leonard should be available and that Kyle Lowry should be available at full strength, I just feel like they're the more cohesive unit right now. I'm going Raptors to take this one by 4.
All right, Maria goes with the Raptors by 4. I'm also going with the Raptors. I think James Harden, it's remarkable what he's done, and as you said, it's coming back to haunt them a little bit, and they are getting healthier, are the Rockets. When you face a team that is as good of a defensive team as the Raptors are, who are also good enough on the offensive end, it's just real challenging to play the style that the Rockets are playing. They could hit a ton of threes, and they will. They can still lose, as we saw over the weekend. Give me the Toronto Raptors to win this game, and I think they do it by 6. Up next, you can catch this one on Saturday evening, the ABC primetime game of the week. The Boston Celtics hosting the Golden State Warriors, potentially a preview of the NBA championship. Maria Marino, what do you think?
Wow, potentially NBA championship preview. Bit of a bold statement, but it is true. It's definitely possible. I think this is interesting because the Celtics are clearly just such a different team on their home floor. And they have a history of playing the Warriors pretty tough. But the Warriors, once again, have just been playing at a different level now. You know, earlier in the season, they fell off a little bit, but they are finding that rhythm. You throw in DeMarcus Cousins. They just have an endless supply of firepower, it seems like. So I don't think the Celtics have enough to get the W here. I'm going to take the Warriors by 6 points. I think it's going to be a great game just because, like I said, the Celtics really have a way of showing out at home and obviously are so well coached. It should be a great game, but I still think it's the Dubs' turn.
They are well coached. They are playing together right now, and winning kind of cures everything, and that's the mindset I think the Boston Celtics have as they build together, trying to make it back to the NBA Finals. And well, the Warriors, they're certainly gelling. It's been up and down for them, their ability to work together as a team. I think this Saturday night against Boston, in Boston, it's a tough spot for Golden State. And we talked earlier that they're really gelling. Everything's extremely, extremely blank. Well, this is going to be extremely, extremely close. Close enough that I think Boston actually comes away on top.
Ooh.
Give me the home team, the Celtics, to skate by the Warriors by 2. Final primetime game of the weekly 6 matchups. It's on Sunday night. It's the Oklahoma City Thunder hosting the Milwaukee Bucks Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Now, you can choose any game you want in the weekly 6. We highlight 6 of the primetime choices. This is the final one, Maria.
This is one I'm very, very excited for because the Bucks are playing like one of the best teams in the league. And the Thunder, while a little bit inconsistent, you just get the feeling from them that they can win at any time and that they can beat any opponent at any time if they're gelling, of course, with the talent of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, even Dennis Schroeder I love off the bench. But I think the Bucks have enough here to beat up on the Thunder. I think it's going to be close, but I just feel like the Bucks are playing very cohesively. Giannis is playing like an MVP. Give me the Bucks here, even though they're on the road. I think they can win by 4 points.
I think this one's going to be close here. Russell Westbrook, Paul George playing very well once again for Oklahoma City. And we talked about gelling, right? Like we talked about how these teams need to gel together. And this is the time of the year where you look to see that chemistry and if it can build towards the NBA Finals. But as good as they've been, the Bucks have just been a little bit better. I like Giannis and Chris Middleton and what the Bucks have been doing. I think they get the job done in OKC. Give me the Bucks by 5 in Oklahoma City. Again, there's a ton of games that you could choose from, not just the 6 we highlighted. All you have to do, head on over to NBA.com/pick'em, and you can pick any game of the week, Wednesday on, of the choices that they have listed. You nail the game, you nail the margin of victory, you have a chance to win $1 million if we don't win it first. For Maria Marino, I'm Gregg Sussman. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck this week.